Ian Botham always seemed larger than life, on and off the cricket field. As a cricketer, the man called Beefy could bat and could bowl, often turning matches single-handedly. 5,200 test runs and 383 wickets are testament to a great all-rounder.
All good shots, straight down the ground. Botham doesn't bother running. When he hits them, they stay hit. Looks as if we're going to have another change. And Ian Botham has got the ball in his hand. Oh, he's got him. He's nicked that. He's caught behind. Botham has struck straight away. Well, isn't he incredible?
I was his first test wicket at Trent Bridge, I think his first test match was. It was probably the worst ball he bowled in test cricket. Mind you, a lot of people thought that he bowled a lot of bad balls. And he was prone to bowl some bad balls because he was always trying something, trying to bowl a bouncer and, you know, get you to do something that you didn't want to do. And this first test match, I mean, I'd heard a bit about him, but I'd never seen much of him. And this big lumbering lad, he was probably 19, 20 years of age or whatever he was. He was only a young fella. From there, we played a lot of cricket against each other. I batted against him many times in test cricket. And I finished up with a very healthy respect of him as a bowler, as a cricketer. He had a great talent with the bat.
Embry has been brought into the attack, and now Botham. So a double change effected by Mike Gatting.
Oh, and he's got him. Zura, in attempting to pull his bat out of the way, has only succeeded in knocking the ball back onto his stumps.
I think that he was one of those incredibly aggressive cricketers. Didn't know any other way. Ian Botham, with the bat in his hand, wanted to hit boundaries. Ian Botham loved seeing the ball disappear out of the ground. Ian Botham, with the ball in his hand, wanted it to swing. He wanted to get a wicket every ball he bowled. Ian Botham, in the slips, would dive across in front of the third slip, depending on where he was standing, to take the catch. Just an incredible, active, almost sort of boy's own type of cricketer. Wanted to do it all.
Edged and taken by Ian Botham at second slip. Comfortable catch there for Botham.
Well caught. There's a good catch. Not a particularly good shot from Stephen Waugh, but an excellent catch from Ian Botham.
He just went out there and played the game with all the passion in the world. A huge thorn in our side, Australian sides, over many, many years. Just the most wonderful cricketer for a lot of reasons, not just his skill level that he brought to the game and the passion and all the rest, but what he was off the field. He was one of those guys that, regardless of his individual performances on a particular day or match, he'd be the first one in there to either congratulate you or stick a beer next to you if you've had a bit of a run-in out in the field or whatever it might have been. And let's have a beer, mate.
And taken by Jack Richards. And that is a great blow for England. Mike Gatting undoubtedly will be delighted with that breakthrough.
He was a wonderful cricketer, great all-rounder, sits up there with the very best of all time, and not just an all-rounder in the sense that he batted and he bowled. I mean, he made a serious contribution in the field as well. So a wonderful cricketer. And when you consider when the one day came around, I mean, he would have been picked in any team in the world in one-day cricket because of that wonderful all-round combination here.
Keeper going after it, Jack Richards, Small coming in, and Richards is the one who gets it. Marvellous catch there by the keeper, Richards.
Botham. Big appeal there for caught behind. He's gone. That's Botham's 5th wicket. He's equalled the world record for 5 wickets in an innings. He's done it 27 times, and this time he did it by finding the outside edge of Merv Hughes's bat.
Ian Botham and the rest of the England camp had been struggling for form, so we really fancied their chances. So we go into this game, things are moving along pretty well. England are batting, putting together a reasonable sort of score, but nothing too fantastic. and all of a sudden we take the 4th wicket, so in walks IT Botham.
He's hit that in the air, and that's going down towards the mid-wicket boundary. He's gone for it again. There's a man down there, but that one's wide of the man.
Really reaches for that one. Gets a thick edge on it, and it's well and truly over the 3rd man boundary.
And Ian just came out there and decided, right, well, there's only one way I'm going to play against this. I'm just going to go after them. And, you know, with a mixture of slogging and good cricket, which, you know, was the way he played, just stole the game away from us almost in no time.
It's a short ball, and Botham this time smashing it away high in the square.
And that's gone well back up into the Clem Jones stand.
The most vivid memory I have of being Botham is the Test match in Brisbane. What is it, 86, 87? First Test match of the tour. We went up there to, like, England were written up as a side that weren't going to win, so we went up there full of confidence. We had them in a little bit of trouble, and Ian Botham came out and just slammed 138, and it wouldn't have been off too many balls, and it wouldn't have taken him too long.
Merv Hughes in particular felt the brunt. Merv, pretty bristling, bustling sort of a fast bowler himself, liked to test out the middle of the wicket, bowling a lot of bounces and very aggressive in his approach. And Ian was equally as aggressive with the bat in his hand, and ball was disappearing to all parts.
Straight down the ground, beautifully played, and that brings up Ian Botham's century. This really has been a magnificent batting performance by one of the greatest all-rounders of all time. And now he really is going to go. He smashed that miles. It's gone way over the top of deep square leg. Well, he's going to cut loose now, that's for sure. What a magnificent shot.
That's the only time I've ever got close to almost being in the Guinness Book of Records. He took 22 off my over. And the Guinness Book of Records at that time was 24 off an over, but I think I had a moral victory because it was 24 was off an 8-ball over, mine was a 6-ball over.
What is he going to do? Hughes again to Botham. Another short ball. He smashed that one to mid-wicket. This will bounce once or twice and into the boundary down in that area. That's not sensible bowling by Hughes. A short ball again, and Botham clubbed it away. That one's well pitched up, and this one smashed straight down the ground. He really is cutting loose. He's murdering Hughes. That one was pitched up, having hit him for 6 and 4. He dispatched that one straight down the ground over the top of the mid-on fieldsman head for another 4. 18 off the over, and he's hit that one straight down the ground too. Will the fieldsman cut it off? I doubt it. Straight into the boundary it goes. 22 runs off the over.
He backed himself in every situation. He wasn't intimidated by anyone or anything, was prepared to have a go and try things.
That one has gone way back. That's heading towards the Sir Gordon chalk stand. So that's his 4th 6. Shouts of catch it. Merv Hughes is coming in, and he takes it. A very good catch. Excellent catch by Merv Hughes.
But I tell you what, everyone in this ground will remember this innings. It has been a tremendous example of powerhouse batting. It has been an innings that has created an opportunity for England here to slip the Australians in this evening and really take advantage of their good position. Both of them getting a standing ovation from the crowd here at the Gabba for a magnificent contribution.
Shane Warne is the player who inspired a generation with his prodigious spin and turn. His first delivery to Mike Gatting in a test in England will always be remembered as